It is important for you to understand as a soul winner. It is important for you to understand as a servant of God when you are out knocking the doors, that you are not taking the testimony of your life, the testimony of your church, the testimony of your pastor unto the people so that they get saved. No, you are carrying the testimony of the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. What many fake churches do and their people is that when they are in the streets in the name of preaching the gospel, they don't give the testimony of the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. But what they give is the testimony of their preacher, of how their preacher has performed many miracles, of how their church is having big numbers. And anytime you meet them, they are also having, small papers or what you call posters, having the picture of their preacher, and what they tell you is that you come to our church and your life will change.
But that day, when I cried out to him and told him I need healing in my body, that voice rang out in my room, I am Jesus, I am God, and the pain in my body that I had for many years, that I'd become accustomed to, was healed. In an instant, the pain was gone. Oh, come on, CCC, get excited. Get excited with me, for yourselves, for me, for those that need him, for those that need the Messiah. Can we shout to God? Shout to God. Oh, the pain left. The pain disappeared.
Others will even come to a point of telling you that, hey, before I joined this church, I was very poor. Before I joined this church, I did not have anything. But when I joined this church, now I am rich. You come and Jesus will help you.
I had a friend. She told me, do you know that we have a living God in the church in Kampala? I asked her, which church is that? She told me it's a church called the Kakande Ministry. I told her, how can I get there? She told me you can watch him on Facebook and you can pray along with him. So I turned on my Facebook and I started watching the Kakande. Remember, at that time it was in the Corona time and you could not go anywhere. So I started watching and praying along with Prophet Samuel Kakande. And I was opportuned. I was opportuned because they were building the church at that moment was the cement. It was just the beginning of the building of the church. So when on the Facebook, Prophet Samuel Kakande was pronouncing about the cement donation of the cement, I looked at the Facebook and I told Prophet Samuel Kakande. I said, Prophet Samuel Kakande, I am coming to Uganda and I am coming to do my donation for cement. And brethren, I decided to go to Kampala. Remember, I don't know where the Kakande Ministries is. And when I did not know the Kakande Ministries, I said I will go with faith. When I reached here, I gave my offering. And man of God, Prophet Samuel Kakande, prayed for me. And I was privileged to take the blessed sand. So with that blessed sand, I went back to my country, Kenya.
N'addayo ewaffe Kenya.
And when I was in Kenya,
Mba ndi eyo Kenya,
I went to the piece of land which I had bought.
nagenda ku ttaka lye nali nagula edda,
I started praying.
ne ntandika okusaba.
I said,
Nagamba,
let there be light in my life.
kawabeewo omusana mu bulamu bwange.
The way Prophet Kakande said,
Nga Nabbi Samuel Kakande bwe yayogera,
let there be light.
leka wabeewo ekitangaala.
I said, Lord Jesus,
Nagamba nti Mukama wange Yesu,
come into my life
jangu mu bulamu bwange,
and bring light to me.
ondeetera omusana.
And I sprinkled the sand on the plot which I had.
Ne mmansira omusenyu ogwo gw'omukisa ku ploti eri gye nalina.
Brethren,
Abooluganda,
we serve a living God.
tuweereza Katonda omulamu.
I resided back to the Netherlands.
N'addayo mu Netherlands.
And at once, my daughter started calling me.
Nalabirawo muwala wange nga nkubira essimu.
She called me, she asked me, Mama,
Yankubira n'ambuuza, maama,
are you okay?
oli bulungi?
I was very astonished
Neewuunyizza nnyo.
because she never called me at that time. When I call her, she even doesn't want to talk to me.
Neewuunya nnyo kubanga muwala wange ne bwe namukubiranga essimu nga tayagala gikwata kwogera nange.
I said,
Nagamba,
sure, God of Samuel Kakande is here with me.
mazima ddala Katonda wa Nabbi Samuel Kakande ali wano nange.
I was opportuned
Naweebwa omukisa
to build a house.
okuzimba ennyumba.
This is my house, as you can see.
Eno ennyumba yange gye mulaba.
And in this plot of land.
Era nagizimba mu ttaka lino.
That is not the testimony, and that is not the word of salvation. We've got to make sure that anytime we are preaching the word of salvation, it is the word containing the testimony of Jesus Christ, his death, burial, and resurrection.